the Batman Saga, which is being directed by Matt Reeves and starring Robert Pattinson as the Batman. Well, we've got a official teaser trailer for The Penguin, a Max original series that is going to take place immediately following the first film to kind of bridge the gap between it and the Batman Part 2, which now won't be out till 2026. So we got a trailer for that.
Villain, so
and Colin Farrell's done a great job in that movie. Let's see what the teaser looks like for this.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal.
I like the gangster feel.
Well, yeah, that's what Cobblepot is.
Oh yeah, it's not quite so comic booky. It's more real life.
Mm-hmm.
I like that sledgehammer.
Meets Gotham.
Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A freaking parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy. But
that's the end of the first movie there.
Mm-hmm. The show of love. What he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Hard to believe that's him in that outfit. Well,
yeah, that's crazy though.
They made him look great in that. I mean,
here's the thing: like, if this is telling, I guess, the origin story of Cobblepot, which is dope, because like you said, it's like a gangster. Yeah, that's kind of what he was. He was, he had the fancy nightclub at the front, but that's where like a lot of the villains went and hung out. Two-Face, Joker, all these guys. You know what I'm saying? But he was a crime syndicate. So it's like I said, it's like the Sopranos meets Batman.
Kinda. Did you see the first film or no?
No, I did not watch it.
Okay. Well, minor spoiler. He's standing in Falcone's.
Falcone's, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of that movie, he kind of there's a power gap, I guess you could say, about
vacuum.
Vacuum. Thank you. To where Cobblepot looks like he's going to be filling that vacuum. In this series, so it makes a lot of sense to do this as a spinoff to that series for sure.
I have seen the last film, and
I have not.
It was amazing.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
It was amazing.
That's what I heard. I just haven't got a chance to see it.
It was very good, and this series looks like it's just going to pile on top of that. I mean, it looks like it's a segue into whatever the part 2 is going to be, which I'm sure is going to be good because the first one was just as good.
So yeah, I want to see it though. So
it's a very. I think the Dark Knight, like you said, kind of meets the Sopranos a little bit. Very, I guess I know it's Gotham, but goth kind of is kind of a right way to put it.
I like how dark it is.
Yeah, definitely dark. It's not comic booky like the Batman we're probably going to get in the upcoming DCU. It's more, gritty. That sort of in year 2 of his career.
But Ben Affleck.
I don't see why they don't do that more with superhero movies.
The gritty.
I don't care that Gotham's supposed to be New York. I still think of Chicago.
Well, I mean, Gotham's become New York in real life, for sure, at this point.
Detroit.
We're getting there. Detroit, Chicago, whatever. But New York is definitely on that point. But I think the reason why a lot of, comic book characters don't always go gritty is because it doesn't suit every character. You do that with like they tried it with Superman and it didn't go so well.
No,
what I mean? So,
because look, every time you see Superman in the comics, Metropolis is always a big, bright, flashy city. But every time you see Gotham, it's always dark, like literally dark. Yeah. Everything takes place at night, crime.
Minneapolis.
Yeah. It always
Indianapolis. Indianapolis.
That dark.
I said Minneapolis.
Oh, I was going to say, south side of Indianapolis, I'll give you. What I hear on the news anyway.
No, because they also say that Metropolis is supposed to be like New York City too, but it's supposed to be really close to Kansas, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm not sure
where
the actual location of the states were, but
I always thought Superman was in Minneapolis.
Oh, like Smallville. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that in the new DCU. I'm sure they'll. I think they did say at one point they were going to develop like a whole map like of where all the cities were, like Central City and Metropolis and Gotham, all this stuff. So it actually makes sense to the audience. They made, put that out that way everybody can see kind of how the layout is. But that's not happened yet. But I could definitely see that happening before they release some of the movies. But yeah, this looks great. I mean, Colin Farrell, like I said, in the first film, he played the Penguin really well. He had a bit of a sense of humor too, which I thought was really kind of crass and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully it'll be good as well.